Diamond Tools is another one of those largely forgotten brands, but they had a rich history and were at one time the largest family-owned tool company in the world. There's some deep lore here, guys. This is going to be another long one, so crack open a cold beverage and let's tell the full story of Diamond Tools. The story starts in 1889 when Otto Swanstrom immigrated to the U.S. from Sweden. At the age of 15, he was already completing a blacksmith's apprenticeship, and he went to work forging horseshoes in Duluth, Minnesota. In 1901, Otto patented a new type of cock for horses. That's C-A-L-K. Cocks are basically cleats for horses, little projections that would stick out of their horseshoes to give the horses extra grip in the winter, kind of like studded snow tires are on cars. Previously, cocks were forged into the horseshoe and non-removable, which meant you had to take your horse in to have it re-shoed throughout the winter as the cocks wore down. Eventually, screwed-in removable cocks were invented, but the screwed-in cocks didn't always line up the chisel edge in the right orientation when they were screwed down. So Otto invented a cock with a tapered, ribbed shank that would simply be tapped into the shoe with a hammer. These drive-in cocks would maintain their orientation and could be pried out easily with a tool when they wore down and needed to be replaced. However, Otto would face several setbacks when attempting to market his invention. Along with several other investors, Otto founded the Giant Grip Horseshoe Company in 1902, but things didn't go over too well with his partners. Giant Grip moved in 1903 from Duluth to Little Falls, Minnesota, and there was some disagreement between Otto and the other investors. Otto would leave the company in 1906, but he ended up having to sue Giant Grip in order to take his patent with him. Otto won the case in 1908, enabling him to found his own company, Diamond Calk and Horseshoe, in 1909, moving to a brand new factory building in West Duluth in March of 1911. But then, in May of 1911, a spark from the forge ignited a vat of paint, causing an explosion. Thankfully, no one was killed in the accident, but the building did suffer damage. Yeah, Otto still just couldn't catch a break. In 1913, a company named Challoner of Oshkosh, Wisconsin, sued Diamond, claiming ownership of Otto's caulk patent. Apparently, Giant Grip, Otto's previous company, had gone bankrupt without him and was purchased by Challoner. Challoner believed that since they had purchased Giant Grip, they were the rightful owners of the caulk patent. Thankfully, the settlement Otto had made with Giant Grip when he left the company held up in court, and he was allowed to retain his patent. Also, Otto had to pay an extra $6.60 a ton for his raw steel, due to a quasi-legal price-fixing scheme by the steel mills called base pricing. Essentially, all steel mills in a geographic area had to match the price of the basing point mill. For Minnesota, the base point was Chicago, which meant Diamond had to pay the equivalent rail freight of shipping from Chicago to Duluth, even though they were getting their steel from a mill in Duluth. Despite all these challenges, Diamond became a successful company. By 1917, the Diamond plant was churning out 115,000 caulks and 10,000 horseshoes a day. Diamond's caulks were made from hardened steel and made to tolerances of 1/10,000th of an inch. They advertised their caulks as being so hard that they could cut steel, and even commissioned a demonstration where two guys pounded a caulk into a steel bar, cutting into it. That's a hard caulk. Going into the 1920s, horses were being used less and less as a means of transportation, and the automobile was becoming more popular. The business needed to pivot. During World War I, Diamond had produced shovels, picks, and mattocks for the U.S. military, and would then branch out into other hand tools, introducing their first adjustable wrench in 1920, advertising it as having chisel steel, hardened jaws. These wrenches caught the eye of the Motor Tool Specialty Company, the distributor for Snap-on, who purchased them to be sold under their Blue Point brand. Diamond would also expand into tin snips, pliers, and other hand tools. In addition to producing tools for Snap-on's Blue Point brand, Diamond also made tools under contract for Montgomery Ward's, Gamble's, Western Auto, and Duro Industro. In 1923, Diamond opened a second factory in Toronto, Canada. We'll let our Canadian correspondent take care of this part.
Oh, hey there now, so it's my turn, eh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Diamond went up to Ontario in 23, eh? And they set up shop in the Doty building. It was like this huge building complex, and they shared the space with the H.W. Petrie and the Burns Coal Company. It looks like Diamond was in the Doty building until at least 67, and they had an office in Toronto all the way up through the 80s, eh? After that, there's just not too much to go on, huh? The Doty building got torn down in 2011. It's like an apartment now or something, eh? That's about it. There's just not that much information up here on the Canadian side.
All right. So back in the U.S., the Dymaloy trademark was registered in 1931 as a trade name for their alloy steel. Even though they were now producing hand tools, Diamond never stopped making horseshoes. In 1933, they patented a pitching horseshoe. The sport of horseshoe pitching was becoming more popular and provided Diamond more incentive to keep their horseshoe line going. This new horseshoe featured angle protrusions on the ends, which helped the shoe to stay attached to the peg when pitched onto it. During World War II, Diamond again produced shovels, picks, mattocks, and now pliers for the U.S. military. This was also when they came out with one of their more unusual designs, the Handy Boy pliers. According to legend, these tools were invented especially for ski troops during World War II, but I can't find anything to back that claim up. It is an unusual tool, combining an adjustable wrench, pliers, and a screwdriver all in one. In 1951, Diamond came out with their groove joint adjustable pliers. Now, Diamond didn't invent these. They actually licensed the patent from Utica Tools. The design differs from Channellock's design in that the adjusting grooves are forged into the parts in one step, as opposed to the Channellock where the grooves had to be machined in after forging, saving Diamond a manufacturing step, and allegedly making the tool stronger due to the grain of the metal in the forged-in grooves. These pliers would also be sold to Snap-on for their Blue Point brand. Diamond branched out into small pliers for the electronics industry in the 60s, in 66 patenting a unique beryllium cobalt copper alloy rivet system. These alloy rivets would be installed into the pliers before the hardening process. The purpose of this was to allow the tools to be used without lubricant. The copper alloy rivet created a natural, smooth pivot surface, so the pliers could be used without oil in clean rooms or surgical applications. And in 1971, Diamond developed an improvement to the Utica groove joint pliers patent, finding a way to forge the lock grooves in at an angle called negative draft forging, resulting in even stronger pliers. Things seemed to be going well for Diamond up until 1981, when the plant was auctioned off. Some sources say that the auction occurred due to the owner's death, but John Swanstrom didn't pass away until 1988, so I don't think we have the complete story here. Either way, the plant was sold at auction in '81 to the Triangle Corporation, a large conglomerate. Triangle bid $20 million at the auction, But they didn't have $20 million in cash. Triangle received a $10 million IRB grant from the city of Duluth, as well as a $750,000 Community Development Block grant. In exchange for these grants, Triangle promised to buy new equipment to modernize the plant and add an additional 145 jobs. However, in 1984, Triangle started moving production out of Duluth and into their plant in Orangeburg, South Carolina, laying off workers and taking out the plant's newly purchased machinery. By 1987, most of Diamond's production had been moved to Orangeburg, and the Duluth plant's workforce had dropped from 757 people to only 379. Needless to say, this pissed off the plant's union, the directly affiliated local union 18650, who went to the Duluth City Council. Remember the almost $11 million the city gave Triangle to purchase and modernize the plant? Yeah, the city was none too happy that Triangle was moving equipment purchased with city funds to another city in another state, and the city took Triangle to court in 1988. The city initially won. Triangle was ordered to move the equipment back to the Duluth plant. However, Triangle appealed, and the appeals court ruled that the equipment that had already been moved could stay. They just couldn't move any more additional equipment, and they had to keep the plant open until the IRB and UDAG grants expired, which happened 6 years later in 1994, at which point the Duluth plant was closed forever. It would be demolished in 1998. Triangle would be bought out by Cooper Industries in 1994, at which point the production of diamond hand tools had ceased. Cooper did keep the Farrier division alive for a while, producing horseshoes and other Farrier supplies, until that division was sold to Kerckhaert, a Dutch horseshoe company, in 2015. Kerckhaert still makes diamond brand horseshoes and Farrier supplies today, although they're now made overseas. But what about the hand tools? We gotta go back to 1983. After the plant's sale to Triangle in '81, Jack Swanstrom, the son of Diamond's previous president, took several Diamond executives with him to Superior, Wisconsin, where he founded Swanstrom Tools. Swanstrom Tools is still around today, producing electronics pliers and surgical pliers. It's nice to see that there's a part of the Diamond legacy still making tools here in the U.S. I've had these Swanstrom carbide-tipped flush cutters for years, and I had no idea they were connected to Diamond until I started researching for this video. Thanks everyone for watching. Be sure you're subscribed for the next Tool Lore episode, and leave a comment if you have anything additional to add to the Diamond story. As usual, links to all my source material are in the video description. See you later. Bye.